Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about names. I'm going to be talking about some stuff I learned about Pinterest. I'm going to be talking about coaching, and this is day 3 of, I'm not sure what I'm calling it. Okay, so first thing, right, is I was thinking like Sherry every day. It's because I like it. It makes me laugh. Or these are suggestions from people. The Chronicles of Light with Sherry, which I like that. The Soulful Business and Everyday Journey. Like, I like it, you know, like, think of it like soul-filled, like, woo. So I'm kind of playing around. Those are the 3 that are, like, there. So we'll figure out what it is. So, I mean, that's one of the things, right? When you guys are moving forward with your business, just start, right? Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Even if I pick one of these names and later on I'm like, geez, this doesn't work, I can always change it. So there's just start wherever you are, right? That's one of the things that I was like really clear on that helped me to start taking action. And I'll tell you, I had a coaching call this morning with one of my coaches. I actually have 2 coaches, well, 3 coaches. Basically his coaching was like, as far as videos, if people aren't watching your videos, then you're not providing a good enough product. Like, you're not providing a good enough video, because good videos will rise to the top. And I was a little bit painful because I was like, oh, but I did this. So I had to like take some time with it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big believer in coaching, because I feel like if you want to shift out of where you are, that's one of the things. Sometimes I think people, they start looking for the answer. So like, this thing's going to solve all my problems without like feeling like they need to do anything. And in my experience, that doesn't work. But when you find a coach that will challenge you and challenge you consistently, continually, so that every week you're pushing yourself harder, more, you're learning more, like that's the stuff. So as far as my soulful business here, moving forward. So I have some coaching. So specifically some things I can do on video. That's what I learned. One of the things is like, put the reward in the beginning. So like, say what you're talking about. Don't just kind of like chat. Say what you're going to talk about. And I think that's true, right? Because I was thinking about it like more like chatting with buddies. But when you have somebody who's maybe never seen you, if you're going to be, say, on YouTube, you want to get people's attention quickly. So that was a big thing for me today. I'm like, okay, I've not been doing that. And the other thing too is sometimes I overthink things, which is why the documentation has been so good for me. So those are the couple of just little things I learned specifically about YouTube. I'm thinking about those 3 names. And then I did start the Pinterest training. I didn't finish it, but what I started was just kind of marking down ideal clients for the Amazon business and ideal clients for whatever my business is going to be. Because it's like, okay, you know, how can I help people? There's a lot of different ways. But instead of starting with a product, instead I want to see like, who would I like to help? So specifically, oh, I left my papers, but like, you know, what does your client like to do? What are they interested in? What are their pain points? What can you solve for them? And I was like, this is so great, because it's information you want anyways, but you can utilize that to create your Pinterest boards, which I thought was amazing. So really great training. If you guys are interested in that Pinterest training, inside the Badassery Revolution is where that is. And Samantha Parker has it. It's part of being a subscriber to the Badassery Revolution. And it's amazing. So that's where I am today, is I took that coaching and I'm like, okay, so now I need to start implementing, right? So one of the things, like for our Amazon business, we need to shoot some new videos, some more videos that are really like help pull people in and practice. Oh, and another really good, one of my one of my things I'm going to do for homework is to watch a bunch of Gary Vee videos, but not just watch them. So I thought this was really key. So when I watch Gary Vee, a lot of times it's like I sit back and I'm like, oh, wow, Gary. Yeah, that feels good. Yes. But what my mentor said is study them. Don't just watch them, study them. Study how he speaks, study what he says, study what it's showing. You know, because like if you watch Gary Vee and he's like walking around New York, he's walking around his offices, he shows him on stage, he shows him at an interview. Like all of that stuff is social proof. We're like, wow, this guy's amazing. Look at all this stuff he's doing. Well, you can have social proof too. It's going to look a little different depending on where you are, but like that's part of, you want to like look underneath. What are the underneath messages? What are you getting from this? And then study it and see how you can use it in your own marketing that fits for you. And that was key. I was like, holy crap. So those are my epiphanies, okay? So I have the 3 names I'm working on. If you guys have a preference, let me know. Sherry every day. And I know that's slang, but I just see every time I say it, I laugh. Chronicles of Light with Sherry, The Soulful Business, and Everyday Journey. I just, all 3 of those speak to me, you know, different parts. Pinterest has got some awesome stuff, kind of creating your ideal clients, which this is really good anyways, like whether you're going to run ads, whether you're looking for groups where your ideal clients would be. And, you know, most likely you're going to want to, your ideal clients, you're going to want to be like rubbing shoulders with anyways. Like they would be kind of like you, not identical, but a little bit like you. And so then it's fun. It's easier. You can look for groups that are in the interest that you know are in your interest and your client's interests. Like, how good is that? Because then being in a group where, you know, you're not that interested, it's very hard to get yourself to engage. I can tell you that. But if you're in a group that you're like, wow, this is great. I love this and I love this. Oh, and you find yourself liking and loving, and then it's funner to do that. So that ideal client stuff, and some people get all like, well, they don't have an avatar, blah, blah. Just don't listen to that. Just start picking something and trying it, testing it, right? I could be on here in 3 weeks being like, that ideal client stuff was bad, but it's giving me a direction. It's giving me a place to start. It's giving me a place to test. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to continue on with the Pinterest training and keep going with that. I'm going to be shooting some more videos for our Amazon business. And I am still working on the webinar series. I kind of, oh, and then my husband and I have a date because it's Friday. We always have a date on Friday. So, and then of course I'll be hanging out with my son, and then there's a Halloween party tomorrow, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, so that's what it looks like here as far as moving my business along, is taking the coaching, studying up, and seeing how I can implement it for myself, as well as specifically looking at ideal clients and what are their interests and how can I help them? How can I help solve their pain points? Ooh, and I had an awesome idea for a workshop. So I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to put it on, but I'm excited about it. It's pretty amazing. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.